it's a theater. Maybe we'll see a movie.
Unidentified intruder. Hostile target identified.
Lost them. Maybe we get something good out of this. Nice work, boss.
I wish we could go back in time and see this place when everything was working and it was full of people and
Main
not
floor.
full of killer robots.
Main floor. Going down. Projection booth.
Got it. That's it.
They were in for a fight.
Sweet.
Hey, eyes up.
Milyen cage nyomok.
Hey,
What's up, boss?
look alive, Gage.
Well, I'll be damned. You actually did it. Nuka World is ours. All of it.
I was just doing what I do best.
Hey, if I didn't think you had it in you, I wouldn't have put my neck on the line. But still, you've just got to understand, we ain't ever been on ground this solid before. Now that we're here, let's keep this party going. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth.
Why bother with the Commonwealth? Don't we have everything we need over here?
That sounds like Coulter talking, boss. Ain't a good sign. Taking back Nuka World is a big friggin' deal, no question. But it can't be the end of things. Needs to be a beginning. These bunch of savages need a goal, something to focus on. If they ain't got it, they'll wind up turning on each other. In an operation this big, we're gonna need more of, well, everything. Nobody's gonna hand it to us. We need to take it. Commonwealth has a ton of shitty little settlements that could be put to better use. Don't you think?
You sure that's wise? We just got this place back on its feet.
Do you think it's wise to watch the gangs tear each other to pieces, fighting over what's left of this place? Of course you don't. So let's focus on avoiding that. We don't gotta rush into this headlong. We take it slow. Be smart about it. If we're aiming to grab a piece of the Commonwealth, it's going to take the right contacts and a lot of muscle. Right? I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank. He's the point man for everything entering and leaving Nuka World. He floated this idea before. Been itching to talk to you ever since you took over. So I bet he's got a good idea of where to start. He's in charge of the caravan, so odds are you can find him somewhere near the marketplace.
You trust this Shank guy?
You ought to know by now. I don't trust anyone. But Shank's on the level. I got no reason to think he'd screw us. Especially if he stands to profit as much as anyone.
If you're vouching for this Shank guy, that sounds good enough to me.
Yeah, sure. How else do you think he ended up at the top of my Christmas list? Just head over and talk to the guy. He'll back up what I'm saying about the Commonwealth. And while you're doing that, I've already got the gangs working on getting Nuka World's power plant up and running. It's about time we shed some real light around here and let people know we mean serious business. Oh, and if you need my advice and you want me to keep tagging along, you've got it.
Right. Jag saknar Stockholm.
Repeat, the colony on Cola 5 is under attack. We have confirmed reports of multiple hostiles.
pilots, get to your ships. Prepare for takeoff.
While you wait, enjoy your
Cadets, report to the launch bay. Cadets
Our
to the
Mr.
launch
Handy
bay.
waiters will be coming through the line to take your order.
Colony on Cola 5 is
Hello there!
The launch bay is just up ahead. Get to your ships. Cadets, I'm Nuka Girl.
Please remember if your visit isn't within your expectations,
It would be,
therefore
and we can take on the
be
galaxy. Sounds like we've got a colony to defend. Let's go.
enemy forces are moving to attack the colony. We're getting reports of orbital strikes.
You did all the work to get her right. Might as well give her a try, boss. Good day to you!
Deploy all fighters. Enemy forces are moving to attack the colony.
Please watch your step as you enter the boarding area.
We're getting reports of orbital strikes. They can't hold out any longer.
The flight coordinator will direct you to your Mutant fighter.
Huh?
Protect and serve.
Please make sure
Protect
all loose
and
objects
serve.
are secured before boarding the ride.
Do I look like I have time for idle chit-chat?
Please watch your step as you enter the boarding
Protect
area.
and serve.
The flight coordinator will direct
Do I look like I have time for idle chit-chat?
escape set. North entrance.
Commencing lawful use of deadly force. Fugitive is attempting to evade capture.
We have a situation.
Don't make them like this anymore, do they? Ah, well. Probably never did in the first place, really. Damn, boss. That's a heavy load you got.
Hey, hon.
Let's do it.
We're getting reports of orbital strikes. They can't hold out much longer. Squads 3, 4, 5. You are go. Red alert. Deploy all fighters. Enemy forces are moving to attack the colony. We're getting reports of orbital attacks. They
Right. Now our remaining circle. One somewhere. One in the battle zone.
go pushing too many buttons, or who knows what'll happen.
We'll see what that is. Take a look, can. Texture's a bit weird.
Finders keepers, am I right?
Excuse me, gentle sir. Are you happy? Truly happy?
Why do you call yourself cleansed?
I have been cleansed of neurodynes. I no longer need my birth name. I renamed myself Cleansed. But you haven't answered my question. Are you truly happy?
What the heck are neurodynes?
They are kind of like ghosts that get into your brain. They can cloud your thinking and hold you back from your full potential. So, are you truly happy?
Let's do this!
Hey,
Back again? Our last talk didn't end so well. Are you happy? Truly happy?
what the heck are neurodynes?
They are kind of like ghosts that get into your brain. They can cloud your thinking and hold you back from your full potential. So, are you truly happy?
I think I'm fairly happy.
Then you are not truly and completely happy. I can show you the path to true happiness. The path to enlightenment through hubology. It can relieve you of your burdens, help you find the true happiness you so desperately want. It can also unlock the true potential of your mind, giving you great mental powers.
What is hubology?
Hubology is the science of unlocking the full potential of the human mind. It brings true happiness and peace to those that walk its long path. Dara is much better at explaining this. She's an AHS 9. Come with me and she can answer all your questions.
AHS 9? Is that some sort of code?
That is her rank in the Great Wheel of Hubology. I am but an AHS 6. She sits at the hub of the Great Wheel. You can ask her all these questions yourself. Follow me.
Alright, let's go join a call. Where's the other one? You get this as the hubologist.
I see you brought me a new recruit. Thank you, Cleansed. If you've come seeking answers to life's great questions, Hubology has them. While I sincerely hope you'll join us, even if you don't, I'm in need of a person of action.
Hubology? What is that?
Before the Great War, a brilliant writer named Dick Hubble invented a process for expanding the human mind. Through the process of alignment, he was able to give his followers great mental powers. I am his direct descendant and keeper of all his secrets, collectively known as Hubology. If you are really interested in joining us, go speak to Phil about having an alignment. We can help you find inner peace and happiness. We can help you master the amazing powers of the mind.
I'm always for hire if the price is right.
Good. We need spacesuits, like the one I'm wearing. I'll pay you 200 caps for 5 of them. I've learned that there are some in the galactic zone of Nuka World. I lost 2 followers trying to get them ourselves. I'm hoping you'll have more luck.
What do you need spacesuits for?
I suppose there is no harm in telling you. They will protect us in the battle to come.
I'll need more than that for this job.
Okay, I'll give you 250 caps.
I'll do it.
Good. If it goes well, I might have more work for you. For now, though, just bring me those spacesuits from the Vault Tech display in Nuka World.
We're hubologists.
They seem harmless
I'm Tula.
enough for a bunch of
I'm
fanatics, you know?
only an AHS 1 right
Fucking
now.
children of Adam.
But I have an alignment scheduled soon.
Hi.
Nobody tells me anything. They always say I'm not a high enough AHS.
Another new recruit. We'll see if you've got what it takes to be a hubologist. I've got my eye on you. New recruits have been known to try and steal from us.
Bingo.
Welcome to our camp, stranger. You should go see Dara. She's out front by the mailboxes.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Surprised these named people will have much to say.
They need clothes. Badly.
I can just feel the neurodynes flooding your system. You
What
really
the
should get
waste
an
of
alignment
duct tape?
soon.
Hi.
Are you ready to throw off the shackles of your neurodynes? Hubology takes commitment. A small donation of 50 caps shows your commitment to self-improvement. You will take some rads during the procedure, so make sure you're healthy before starting.
What are neurodynes?
Neurodynes build up in your brain, clouding your ability to think. After an alignment, you will think more clearly and be happier.
Alignment? My back feels fine. Or is this not a chiropractic thing?
You're strapped into a chair, and your central nervous system is pumped full of zeta radiation. This destroys some of the neurodynes. However, over time, they will build up again without further treatment.
Isn't the first one supposed to be free?
I suppose I can do that. Have a seat in the Zeta Aligner.
Get pumped full of healthy radiation.
Hell yeah.
Let me start up the Zeta rays. Okay, locking on to the neurodynes. Oh, there are so many of them. What have you been doing? Good.
Buckle up. We've got radiation.
Good. The Zeta rays are withering them.
Can we limit
Well, some of them at least. And we're done. For now, you'll need many more treatments. Congratulations. You are now an AHS-1. That stands for Aligned Hub Seeker. You have taken the first step in a long journey.
Whoa.
Here are your robes.
That fire hydrant is as big as a behemoth.
Yay. Part of a cult. Who doesn't want to be part
If
of
you
a
need
cult?
an alignment, you know where to find me.
Don't take too long with those spacesuits.
Have you been enlightened through the power of radiation? If that shit worked, ghouls would never go feral.
I have been enlightened. Ooh, mutant file. I've seen one of these in a while. About, oh, was it 1545? Let's go with 45. About 45 years back, I was travelling through a belt with a local trade caravan. My intent was to conduct some field research on a species of Mutant Komodo dragon, if you can believe it, which supposedly resided in the Midwest. I was younger and a good bit more lively then, and as such I was willing to take up with just about anyone who offered me a warm fire and fine conversation. I even met my first fan during that expedition. Ah, the memories. Imagine my surprise and the absolute burst of nostalgia when I happened upon Nuka World's mutated monitor lizards for the first time. A spitting image of those lizards I sought out so very long ago, and what a mighty sight they are to behold from a distance, exclusively. So, monitors are massive reptilian juggernauts that used to reside in the park safari adventure attraction before the war. Radiation has caused a rather extreme cause of mutant gigantism in the anatomy of these exotic beauties. I cannot be certain of the full extent of their gigantism, but I have seen multiple monitors that are larger than the mighty Yaguai. Monitor lizards were effective, active pursuit predators with an extremely high metabolism, and these attributes are not lost on the visitors of the park, monitors of the park. And these attributes are not lost on the monitors of the park. There were roughly 80 or so species of monitor lizard before the Great War. It would indeed seem that these mutant monitors encompass multiple species. As such, there are a variety of scale patterns on display from the few monitors I have observed. Many appear to be descended from Nile monitor and Asian water monitor, while a few others that I have inspected bear close resemblance to the Bengal monitor. Some more brutish monitors sport jutting spines as a result of their mutations. The mutated monitor lizards of yore originally hail from the continents of Africa, Asia and Oceania. Today, the monitors of the wasteland would be considered an invasive species. My findings are that, at least here in the Nuka world, monitors meld quite well into the ecosystem. There doesn't seem to be any major inhibition on the local populations of native mutants. I am unsure personally as to the exact ecological range this species of mutant has managed to inhabit in the last 200 years, however. For the safety of wandering wastelanders, let's hope these fork-tongued fiends decided to keep it close to home. My advice for anyone encountering a monitor is to keep your distance. Monitors are some of the largest predators I have ever observed. They have high energy, are extremely durable, and their saliva appears to be both radioactive and corrosive. All this is to say that monitors are absolute tanks that hit hard, can absorb a military-grade beating, and have a toothy bite that is as likely to split you in two as it is to drop you hours after the fact. If I were to put these bruisers up against some of the other wasteland titans I've encountered, these bad boys may be top 5 material. So if you spy one sunning itself in the distance, just let it be. If fate doesn't grant you that option, however, go knives out. Break out the biggest tool in your kit, aim for the head or legs, and pray for a miracle. If you somehow manage to survive, I imagine the meat, hide, the liver glands, and possibly even the organs may all either fetch high prices or provide practical uses. If you drop such a pristine predator, you'd have to say that's a waste not, want not kind of scenario. Nice.
Yes.
I was wondering when I'd come across another mutant file. Been a while.
One time I shut the legs on the robot. Dragging his way across the floor. Scary stuff ever. It's loot time.
The only thing robots are good for is being stripped down and sold for parts.
Info. Cave crickets. Now, I know what you're thinking, a cricket. Really? Mr. Lincoln, you honestly expect me to believe that a cricket can constitute a deadly threat in the wasteland? And to that, I have two things to say. First, check your tone, you'll catch far more flies with honey. Second, you clearly haven't seen a giant horned cricket cave in the reinforced chest of a T-45. T-54 set, much to the extreme anguish and dismay of the occupant turtled within. I have, so shush up and let's begin. Cave crickets are much larger than their pre-war counterparts. These carnivorous, dog-sized hellhoppers will attack anything in sight. Their washed-out coloration allows them to easily blend into the wasteland environment we now call home. The primary way to detect any cave crickets lying in wait is to listen for their chirping sounds they make while stationary in their dens. Cave crickets attack using their sharp mandibles and a jutting horn that protrudes from the centre of their head. They are remarkably resistant to ballistics and energy weapons alike, and hit like a truck. They are largely fearless, reckless, and willing to propel themselves towards prey with their powerful back legs, making it easy for these critters to close the gap in a fight. And as for their prey, cave crickets will actively target prey many times their size, often coming out on top. The best way to deal with these homicidal hoppers in combat is to cripple their legs, which will significantly reduce the cave cricket's movement speed. Without the ability to close in on its prey, the cave cricket will become a drastically inepter predator. Just don't get any caught with your pants. Just don't get any caught with your pants down by a whole gaggle of damn things. For that, I have no advice aside from using your precious remaining seconds to finalise your will and testament.
Yes.
Out the fucking way.
Perfect.
Templadors. I have seen a few of these in my day, and you never quite get used to them. A nightmare-inducing collection of muscle, teeth and eyes that absolutely makes my skin crawl. I remember seeing one unlucky individual at the Nuka World Park on the business end of one of these monsters, and not a single person raised an arm or batted an eye. They were screaming and a hollering and kicking up all manner of dirt and dust, just trying to get away. But no one bothered stepping up. One of the nearby raiders was even laughing as that poor fellow was torn apart and devoured. And it wasn't of a maniacal sort, more so the type of belly laugh that comes roaring out after you hear a real good joke. Whereupon I made my disgust clear, and the man claimed that this is just what happens when the slaves demand their freedom. They'd get turned loose exactly as they asked, and they wouldn't make it 30 steps out of town before something turns them into a chew toy. I turned to another one of the raiders and asked him exactly what that thing was out there. She slowly set down this herbal concoction she had been rolling into an old pamphlet, flashed a big, cheesy yellow smile in my direction and sang out a single word, Emplador. She then made a gesture with her hands that mimicked the way the beast toothy jaws would clamp down on prey. I may be a humanist and optimist, but I cannot help but wish the worst upon all raiders that walk this charred earth. Empladors are big cats that have mutated beyond surface level recognition. Indeed, it is not even fully understood which big cats mutated into Empladors. They could have been lions, tigers, or some other exotic big cat that escaped from local zoos. Alternatively, they could also owe their origins to indigenous big cats, like the North American cougar. Any or all of the possibilities are possible, and there is evidence to support each hypothesis. Physically, Empladors are only vaguely cat-like in appearance. They are large, quadrupedal mammals that lack most of their fur and whiskers, are bulging with muscles and possess oversized jutting jaws. Their massive maws are filled with spear-like teeth, hence their name. Their head shape is also entirely disfigured, as their ears and nose are notably missing, giving them an almost skeletal appearance. Another notable oddity of the Emplador's head is the presence of 3 eyes on either side of their head, totaling in 6 functional eyes. It is unclear if any of these features hinder or help the Emplador as a predator, but they are effective carnivores regardless. Empladors are very rare but are distributed widely throughout the waste. They are most commonly found in the deep wildernesses of the wasteland, far from occupied towns and settlements. Old national parks and nature preserves tend to be prime habitats for Empladors. They may occasionally choose to make their home in old city ruins if the area is largely abandoned. They do not normally establish habitats by humans or other large mutants that may compete with them for food. Exceptions occur only when humans tempt or feed Empladors, which is an action I do not advise. From what I've seen of Empladors, they appear to be largely solitary hunters. They are cautious when it comes to establishing territory, but fearless and ruthless when threatened. While Empladors may not immediately attack, at a distance they are a hyper-aggressive super predator, and will attack anything that lets it creep too close. Empladors do seem to prefer attacking prey or opponents when they have their guard down, but are largely capable of holding their own against much larger adversity. In most circumstances, I would not recommend going anywhere near an Emplador. I realise they are not a sight often seen, and one's immediate instinct may be to attempt a closer look at such a rare beast. However, I strongly advise against such reckless courses of action. The more time you spend near an Emplador, the more comfortable it is going to be with the idea of ripping you apart limb from limb. Those teeth are used exactly as advertised, impaling prey with an immense amount of biting force. If you find yourself hunted by an Emplador, my best advice is to seek higher ground or enclosed spaces that they cannot reach. Empladors are durable monstrosities, and they will take a serious pummeling before they finally drop. If you have the privilege of preparation, I recommend arming yourself with power armor before seeking out a fight with an Emplador. Otherwise, you're likely to end up as a humanized toy.
Yes.
I expected to see a lot more fighting between the gangs. You know, raiders can't get along with anybody.
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gangs certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you and Nuka World's favorite Cyclops are standing here, well, I suppose he expects you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long did it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
Hey now, no convincing, just a friendly conversation between like-minded individuals.
And what makes you think I've been convinced?
Well, if you aren't yet, you sure as hell should be. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
I wanted to ask about your role in this.
I'm listening.
Which gang do you work for?
Don't work for the gangs. Gage brought me in to work for the overboss. Plan was I'd advise Coulter in his grand scheme to run roughshod over the Commonwealth. And despite Coulter's change of heart, I've kept my ear to the ground, just in case that day ever came. I'm hoping today might finally be it.
What is it that you get out of helping me do this?
I've been well taken care of up to this point. I ain't greedy, but people with my kind of talents aren't common. All I'm looking for is a continuation of the lifestyle I've become accustomed to, and the same piece of the Commonwealth pie everyone else around here has been itching to take a bite of.
So, what exactly is it you do?
I'll walk you through all the ins and outs of getting us established on the other side of those mountains. Claiming territory, running jobs, keeping folks loyal. Gage and Coulter also tasked me with keeping on top of the goings-on back there. So I'll provide you with guidance on the places we can hit and the places we can't. Kind of makes me your one-stop shop for causing havoc in the Commonwealth.
That was all I had.
So, does that mean you're ready to begin?
Let's discuss this later.
Up to you, boss. I'm not going anywhere.
Here's hoping they didn't hide the cappies too well.
I found all the hidden cappies. Each one had a letter?
Great. Let me take a look at these letters. Well, anyone who stared at Nuka-Cola merchandise as long as I have would get this one pretty fast. The letters definitely spell refreshing. It's simpler than I was expecting.
So how do we use this code?
This door should lead to Brad Burton's office, but it's locked up tight. The keypad is the only way to open it. I guess we just need to key in the 10 numbers that correspond to the word refreshing. You did all the work looking for the hidden cappies, so you should be the one who gets to enter the code. That's it! The door's unlocked! Let's go inside! Let's search carefully. I'm willing to bet this place has a few secrets, and they'll probably be well hidden.